That's how you learn to cook from scratch. You go, how do you do this? Well, hello and welcome to our Q&A. Let's see what we got here. We've got a lot of questions coming in. This is from Hello Later. Where did you link for family channels? I forgot to post that, but I posted it now for how to sign the petition to keep family channels on YouTube, and that I'll link it again below here if I remember. Okay, please tell the brand and model number you use for your sewing machine and serger. Also sites you use to buy yarn and material. I forgot to do that last time. And did I miss something? You have a sisters club? Could use that. We're calling all those that want to be my sister can be my YouTube sister.
Yeah.
Because they say, well, I wish she could be your sister. I say, well, let's be YouTube sisters. Okay, now the brand of my sewing machine, let's see, it's my serger is a Saruba, and my straight stitch is a Mercury. And she says, thanks for answering that. And where do I buy my yarn? I just go to Walmart. I don't do anything special, but okay, love the PJs you made for the family. Okay, do you want to read the next one?
Where are we?
Right here.
No. Grateful MC. Snow in October? Even a snowman? The girls' princess dresses were so pretty. Were they custom made for them? Great quote by Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, that's where it was rhyming. Yeah, they're custom made. They're custom made for Davey's kids, but Davey lets them borrow them. That's why they look so pretty, because they're custom made. They're really nice dresses. They're not the ones you just buy at Walmart or a Costco or somewhere. They're just really nice outfits. And the girls are so excited when they grow into them, and they hate it when they grow out of them. Because once a year, Davey lets them just dig into their costumes and lets them pick out something to wear.
When they had superhero
channels, they have a lot of. And in one of Davey's videos, it shows him organizing his costumes. He doesn't want to get rid of them. But it was back in the superhero days, but he just wanted them organized. Okay, Ancestral Bliss, this one's for Papa O.
Did you ever imagine before you got married that you'd have 6 children and 29 grandchildren? Good question. Actually, I was 34 and
when he got married.
And I thought Roseanne was younger, so I knew she had a lot of good miles on her.
She had some good miles left on me.
But I never in my wildest imagination thought I'd have that many grandchildren.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. Grandkids, just surviving marriage. And 6 kids seemed little to me, a small amount, because my mom and dad had 15 children, so I thought, well, 6 isn't very much, but it actually is. That's a lot of kids, and I was number 6, so I thought 6 would be good, and now here we are with the grandchildren. And within a few years, we'll be great-grandparents, you know, when our grandkids start getting married. I can't even imagine that.
See, Utah settled by pioneers, and pioneers always had large families, and LDS always had large families.
Yes.
But large family outside of Utah is 4 to 6 children.
Yeah, that's a large family. Okay, Bella. Will they delete your channel too? Are you a family channel or a DIY channel? That would be horrible if they take it away. And I don't know what category I am, because I do my family videoing, and then I do my Q&As, and then I do my DIYs. So I hope that they don't take mine away.
I would say yours is a family.
Yeah, and on YouTube, they gave me an option of I have to mark each video if it's directed to children or not. And so I have that option to say no on my DIYs and my Q&As that it is not directed for children. But my family one, is it directed to children?
Well,
it's got kids in it, but it's...
Because we have grandchildren,
yeah,
it attracts...
I don't know if kids like watching my channel.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because they like Davey's kids.
Because they like Davey's kids, yeah. So, I don't know. Keep our fingers crossed. And also, Bella, she says she thinks a T-shirt would be a great idea. I remember last time we talked about merchandise and do a t-shirt that says look for the rose, and she says she would like that. And does Papa O have brothers and sisters, and where were you both born?
I have one brother. He lives up in Canada, and I have 2 sisters. And I've never called my half sisters or stepsisters.
The ones you were raised with.
I've never ever called them my stepsister or my half sister. They're just my sisters because I was raised with them. And
Yeah, so he has a half sister and a half brother and a full brother in Canada. And then he has 2 half sisters, which he was pretty much raised with them here in, well, it used to be, they used to live in Utah, now they're in Norway. So how many is that, 6 total, counting you?
Yeah.
And then the one twin brother that died. So technically you could say 7. And then I have...
And where was I born?
Oh, go ahead.
And I was born in Vancouver, British Columbia.
Noticed that. Yeah, you were born in Vancouver, Canada, and then...
So I have dual citizenship, Canadian. Yeah. I don't know if that's still valid, but last time I went over the border, they said you have both nationalities.
Yeah. And then I was born here in Utah, and I have 15, so 15 brothers and sisters, counting me.
13 living.
13 living, yeah, the twin boys that died. So good question. And also Bella wants to know, what should we call our sister club, our YouTube sister club? It's put some suggestions below for all those that want to be in the Utah Sisters Club. What should we call you? Momma O's Sisters? Or do you have any ideas what we could call it? And she's excited about joining the Sisters Club. We'll have to think of a name for that. Okay, Calvin Payne. Do you want to read that one?
Yeah. If you have time, could you elaborate on adding mayonnaise to your sour cream in a 7-layer dip?
The 7-layer dip, yeah. She wanted to know about putting mayonnaise. And says, why would you put mayonnaise in the sour cream? Is it to stop the sour cream from curdling if you decide to bake it? No, it's just to add a little twist of
it's actually
tartness.
I thought it had a little bit of sugar in it, maybe.
Miracle Whip has sugar.
Oh.
Mayonnaise, I don't think does. I'll have to show you if you guys would be interested on how to make your own Miracle Whip. It's real easy. It's just 1 egg and 1 cup of oil. That's how you make it.
There's
if you've ever wondered. Okay, on to the next one.
Why don't you show Amanda's kids' faces?
Yeah, she requested that we do not. And so I have to honor that. Davey says, when you're doing YouTube, if they do not want their faces shown, do not show them. You need to honor that. And so maybe someday she will. But right now she doesn't allow it. So I have to not do that. Okay, Donna Cravens. Yum. Did your mom teach you to cook? Or are you self-taught? Just wondering. Everything always looks and tastes so good.
A little bit of both.
A little bit. I wasn't in the kitchen. My sister Kathy stayed in the kitchen with mom because she had open heart surgery when she was 16. But all us other kids, we had to go out on the farm, so we were not in the kitchen. The only thing I knew how to cook when we got married was spaghetti and caramel. And because I learned it in home economics at school. And I just had to learn. You just learn how to cook. Our first meal, I put too much salt in it, and even the cats wouldn't eat it. It was homemade chicken noodle soup, and oh, it was bad.
Now I love it.
Now I know not to put too much.
And I did not. It was really
salt.
Had a lot of salt, but I did not have the nerve to tell her. I just ate it.
Yeah.
And then you took a taste.
And I thought, oh, I can't do it. And then we threw it out, and even the cats wouldn't eat it. But I was pretty much self-taught, but I did get the basics at home economics at school. But I do know a lot about the farm. I can say that. But about cooking in the house, nope, because I just wasn't in there. We were out on the farm.
Didn't your mom have different recipes like stapled or glued to the inside of the doors?
The bread recipe she had taped up into the cupboard doors.
I guess I remember that.
Yeah, but self-taught, trial and error. Boy, necessity is the mother of invention, and we didn't have money to just buy the ready-made food, which I'm thankful for because the ready-made food's not good for you. So you just have to learn to cook from scratch, and you just learn how. That's how you learn to cook from scratch. You go, how do you do this? You like that? Okay.
Did you make that up yourself?
Yeah, just now. Okay. Ancestral bliss. How old were your parents when they moved from the old house on the farm?
The little white house.
Little old white house. Whoops, covers up. We moved them into a rest home. They were probably about 83, 84 years old when we moved them out of the house and got it ready to sell. It took 3 years to clear the farm off and get it ready to sell. And Mom was 84 when she died, and Dad was 85.
It took about 50 years for them to collect the stuff.
50 years to collect it.
3 years to get rid of it.
3 years to get rid of it. And I think that just did Daddy, and he just couldn't take it. But we had to clear the farm off. The county said we had to. They said we could not have all that stuff on there. And Dad was 85 and Mom 84. Dad died August 25th and Mom died December 25th, Christmas Day. 4 months from each other, 2012. That's a good question. But they were about 2 years in the rest home. And then we got the farm all sold and everything finalized after Mom and Dad died. But it took 3 years to clear it off. Okay, why don't you read Mr. B?
Wait, you have no grandbabies born in February at all?
Yeah.
What's the odds of that?
What are the odds of that? Yeah, there's no grandbabies in February. And I'll have to show you. I have this calendar right here for my brothers and sisters and their spouses. And look, nobody in February and nobody in November. And look how many we have in October and September. It's pretty similar to, to the one over here. This is the grandkids one and our children.
We have a lot in October.
And our spouses. I know, but nobody in February and one in November. And look how many we have in September and October. Just like, well, here we have a lot in December, not many on that one. So that's pretty interesting, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So, what are the odds of that? Okay, got to set us back up again. Okay. That's good you noticed that. Okay. Next. Oh, I threw it over there. That's our quotes page. Okay. How old are... Okay, Grateful MC. No February birthdays so Grateful MC noticed it too. Beautiful singing with your sisters. Thank you so much. I hope you have an amazing day. And Bella, Judy is younger than you. Yeah, she is 1 year younger than me.
She means you look young.
I think that's what she means. I look younger. Thank you. Yeah. Mom had a baby every year. So with the 15 kids, somebody was born every year. And then we had weddings every year. So it was pretty interesting. But Judy is 1 year younger.
I like that next one.
Why don't you read that one?
Helen Gay. How on earth did your mom get you already looking so good, so well turned out on a Sunday morning?
This is when I did a flashback, a blast from the past, and we're all lined up to hop into the bus, and Dad's loading us all up in, and I have the blue coat on, and we all got our dresses on, and the boys have got their suits on, and our hair's all curled and everything, and I don't know how she did it. But she always had our hair curled. We would always go to sleep with those little sponge curlers. Yeah, and we always wore dresses, and I did anyway. My sisters, I think they wore pants, but at school we had to wear dresses. We didn't wear pants till I was a senior in high school. They wouldn't allow it. But she always had us looking good, and to get us off into church. My mom, I even asked her that once. I said, how did you do it after I started having children? She said, the older ones helped. And I remember being in charge of Slade. He's 5 years younger. And then my sister Elisa is 10 years younger. Just helping them. But she said the older ones helped. Okay. Hello, Lehi. They need someone there to help. Okay. Let's see. Ferris and Yofa Gaming. Fairies and Yofa Gaming. You should do a live stream. I did one about a month ago, and I'm going to try and do another one. We'll see if we can get one going. And then Mama Lily of 3, she says she wants us to do another live streaming soon. So I'll let you know if we can pull that off. I got to figure out how to do it. I did it on Rochelle's computer, and then I'll see if I can figure out how to do it from my phone. I think you can do that. And Mama Lily of 3, she says, love the video. Mama, can you do a decorating from inside my house outside of Christmas video for decorating? And I'll do that. I want to have the Christmas tree up when my son Jimmy Joe comes from Oregon for Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna do that. So I'll get that all set up and show you how I decorate. Okay, let's do a couple of quotes. Thank you so much for your questions, and keep them coming. And we'll work on getting our merchandise, but see if I can get somebody to, maybe get my sister Judy to design my Look for the Rose t-shirt.
Okay, Albert Einstein.
Okay.
If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things.
Oh, I like that. Not to people or things, because people or things will let you down. Papa O, he's our goal king. He knows how to do goals. In order to write about life, first you must live it.
My thing for writing goals down is
Ernest Hemingway.
Look at your goal, you stare at it, and then you start getting guilty that you're not working towards that goal.
Yeah.
And then write down the steps of reaching that goal or something similar.
I remember listening to Zig Ziglar, and he said, well, if you want to get something accomplished, write it down and then tell somebody about it. Or because they'll keep reminding you.
Or put a sticky note by your computer.
Sticky note, yeah. And then it'll get accomplished. So set some short-term, some long-term goals, and go for it, and then believe that you can do it and accomplish it.
Well, you have to set realistic goals.
Yes.
And sometimes you have to make adjustments to the goal. Like I wanted to be
That's true.
I wanted to be a nuclear physicist, and I had to change it to engineering, and then I ended up being a computer programmer.
Well, you would tell me, you'd say, have a plan A, that's your goal, and then have a plan B, and a plan C, to back it up in case plan A doesn't make it. Because you could say, well, you could do anything you want. Say, well, sometimes life gets in the way. Sometimes things happen. And you just get so mad that didn't happen.
You can say if you want, I want to be a millionaire before I'm 30.
Yeah, you could say that.
And the people that are 50 are thinking,
But I remember you saying that. Say have a backup plan. What's your backup plan if that one doesn't work? What's your backup plan if that one doesn't work?
Do you want to hear my flashback?
Let's hear your flashback.
When I'd go to dances, I'd immediately just look around and I'd have a number 1. I'm going to head for her. And usually the other guy, everybody would head for her.
For her.
So then I had to have a number 2 and a number 3.
Oh, you have your backup plans. Yeah, so that's all good advice. And don't beat yourself up if you don't, if plan A fails. Because what good does it do to beat yourself up? You know, like they say, shoot for the stars. Say, well, how about you try the moon first? Like you said, you said keep it realistic. Yeah. Don't make it so outlandish that there's no way you can accomplish it.
But things like, I had a goal to get this was going to be our starter home.
45 years ago.
And eventually move into a really nice home. But I decided, no, I want to pay this home off.
Yeah.
And so that was my goal, was to pay this home off.
And make it our dream home.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are a few thoughts we'll leave with you. And the next time we meet you will be Thanksgiving Day. So think of some things that you're grateful for. Write them in the comments below. And remember, gratitude is your attitude.
And I don't know how many of you believe in God, but say a prayer.
For?
Well, just anything that you need.
Yeah, don't leave God out. When people leave God out of their lives, I like to ask them, say, so how's that going for you?
And here's a person that kind of believes in God. He's on a roof and he starts to slide off and he says, "Oh God, help me!" And his clothes catch on a nail and he says, "Never mind."
Oh, never mind, God. The nail caught me. God said, who put the nail there? Anyway, thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and keep the questions coming. Remember to look for the rose, and let's see what tomorrow brings, and good night.
Good night.